And good evening, everyone. Here we are again, Natchez Renewal Radio, right here, 97.7 The Beat, Natchez. NatchezRadio.com.
Is that? That's a deep breath, Leon.
I think Mr. Leon's had a day like the rest of us.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, you know, it happens every now and then. And what? Was there something?
We sounded a tad bit hot, just a little hot.
All right. Well, we can work on that. Right here in the studio doing Natchez Renewal Radio, got the 44th Mayor of Natchez, Adams County, and he has a special guest today. How we doing, Mayor?
Doing good, Mr. Leon. Good to see you. Yes, this is kind of funny. Here I am at a radio station owned by my special guest.
That's right.
I'm actually his guest.
Special.
Every week I'm his guest.
Right.
But tonight, I guess, on the show, you're my guest.
Hey,
so we have Malcom Innis.
Everybody's family.
Malcom is the owner of WTYJ New Vision Media
Yep.
Broadcasting. We see every week we see this beautiful backdrop here that says 97.7 The Beat, but it also has New Vision Broadcasting.
That's right.
That's this
R&B
guy.
And Southern Soul and so much more.
Oh, listen. In fact, and Malcom is a graduate of Howard University. Malcom is somebody who is a mover and a shaker. He is a doer, and for the last several years, he's been helping us to perfect a great week here of Juneteenth. But he's been doing far more than that. He's been helping people all across our area to get more engaged with opportunity, economic opportunity, things for our kids, our businesses, and how did he come to be here in Natchez? Well, he married a Natchez girl, right?
Kind of married into the family.
Hey, Malcom, before we get into this, starting about Juneteenth, though, it's always a pleasure to be here at the station, and good to see you.
Hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming. And
Thank you.
It's always a good time every week.
It is.
Every week.
It is. And
The
Malcom,
Renewal.
I also want to just give a little shout out to everyone to remind them that tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, we're going to have a stakeholders meeting at the Natchez Convention Center to discuss all the details about SkyWest United Airlines. They will be landing here July 1.
July 1.
I'm going to be on that first flight, coming in from Houston, landing in
Now,
Natchez.
is it sold out? Because I was looking at a ticket. I said, you know what?
I don't know.
I need to get home.
I hear that July is selling pretty good.
Selling pretty good?
Yeah.
Listen, I am excited. I think that, again, you've been working for a very long time on trying to get the airport here, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I think that that does tremendous work for Natchez in terms of kind of positioning us a little bit better, right?
Yes.
Where there's greater and better access into the city. So I'm excited. I'm very excited about it.
I am too.
Yeah.
And my wife Marla's from Houston.
Yep.
You also?
Yep, kind of in the same area,
Sugarland,
Texas. That's
beautiful
right.
area.
That's right.
Gosh, I love it.
So it's exciting.
And so being able to connect every day from Houston to Natchez is big time.
That it's big time, and I think even bigger is I think it's important for people to come to the stakeholders meeting tomorrow,
Yes.
So that you can get more information about possible opportunities that are available.
That's right. That's
You know,
right.
I know I'm going looking for some opportunities.
Yes.
So I would invite other folks to kind of come in and get a little bit more of an inside idea about what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
and to help out and knowing more about this service, I'm going to encourage your listeners to go to flynatchez.com.
let me write that down.
flynatchez.com.
You got that, Leon?
That's a landing page, and there's a link there to then be able to go and book your flights. And if you just go on any travel site like Travelocity, or you go on United Airlines site,
and you can find
you put in HEZ, as in the last three letters of Natchez. HEZ. Those are the call letters for our airport. HEZ.
And I would certainly invite people also to make sure that you're following the airline on social media as well.
Yeah.
They have a lot of information that they have out there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that would be a location for different specials and flight deals and
Right.
what have you. So,
Right.
follow them on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, X.
Yeah.
Just so that you can kind of stay in the loop as to what's going on.
And Malcolm, to add to that, do you know, people don't realize this, but a multi-million-dollar project's about to wrap up, a new terminal out there. The exciting thing, too, is TSA,
Okay. Yeah.
fully staffed.
Yeah.
You go there, park, you walk right in, you avoid the lines, you're on the plane.
Wow.
A jet, not just a little private passenger.
Not a prop.
Yeah, I mean, not a prop.
jet
This is
situation.
a 50-seat jet, and you are TSA cleared, Mr. Leon.
That's great.
Ready to go anywhere in the world. You
That's
can
great.
book. I have a friend who recently booked, just a few months ago, booked a round-trip ticket this fall from Natchez to London, England, for $700-something.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is
Wow.
good.
That's
on
good.
United Airlines.
That's good.
Well,
I'm
all
thinking-
right.
I'm
Let's.
thinking Vegas. I was trying to figure out how to.
Hey, all right. We're talking about this Houston Natchez connection.
Yes.
Mississippi, Texas connection.
That's right.
Well, we're going to talk about Juneteenth, and did you realize that there is a connection
Yeah.
to Texas when
With
we talk
Juneteenth?
about Juneteenth?
Yeah.
So let's talk about Juneteenth a minute. We started, Natchez as a community many years ago started celebrating Juneteenth, and I have to always give credit to Sir Boxley, who got a lot of this going back. Sir Shesh Boxley got a lot of this going back in the day to raise awareness of the importance of Juneteenth. I learned the importance of Juneteenth from a dear friend of mine who's now passed away, Kevin Deason, who was my pastor and good friend. This is before I became mayor, but he also, guess what? He was from Galveston,
Yeah. Yeah.
so he knew the story.
Front and back.
I mean it, and I had no idea until I met Kevin, and he told me the story that Galveston, Texas, June 19th, 1865, became the place where emancipation finally was realized throughout the country. Abraham Lincoln issued his Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, but it took a while for all of this to take
Kinda filter
effect,
down.
the war to end,
Yeah.
and emancipation to finally become the law of the land and the 13th Amendment to be ratified. But we celebrate here in Natchez Juneteenth to commemorate that date that means so much to our nation, and in that ongoing story of perfecting freedom for all Americans.
And it's a beautiful opportunity to kind of create and foster this idea of continued unity. As we're asking the entire community to come out and celebrate freedom, right?
Yeah.
And it just so happens to also fall on Father's Day weekend as well.
Yeah.
And so, it kind of gives us an opportunity to kind of celebrate freedom, celebrate dads all at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's exciting. We certainly have been working the past few years to kind of build it to where we are now. I would say that this year we certainly have what appears to be much more community engagement, right? And people wanting to be involved. And certainly a shout out, to some major players. Joseph Smith, thank you so much for all that he's done and kind of contributed with Black Natchez, and even in working with the National Park Service for the Freedom Season initiative. So that's, we have some great and exciting things coming up.
We really do.
We have, probably more than I think we've ever seen since we've been here.
This is the longest list ever.
Look, I'm in the back trying to figure out how to write the promo to include everything. So
We haven't even made it to the week, and I'm already already exhausted.
It is.
We have just a lot going on, and I want to say this too. We'll kind of go down this list.
Let's go down.
But Malcolm, I want to say you stepped up. The very first year you got here, you stepped up to help us, and we couldn't be doing this without you and all of our partners. So I'll talk about a few of these things. Tell you what, why don't you start out by talking about Rev's Tours?
So Rev's Tours, so essentially throughout the entire month, I think that the idea is that here in Natchez, Natchez has a story to tell.
Yeah.
And it's a story of freedom, and our own story of emancipation, as it were.
Yeah.
And so working in partnership with Rev's Country Tours, as well as other folks who do different tours around, to kind of provide an opportunity throughout the month for folks to kind of get an inside look about the city you live in.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of being done in concert with Revs. And now again, there are going to be many other cultural excursions and events that will be taking place. For folks who want to get kind of more information on that, they can certainly visit blacknatchez.org. Joseph there has kind of put together a great site that has
He's done a good job.
a variety of information that I think lends itself to expanding one's understanding about the event and about the week.
Right. And then every year during Juneteenth, we started this tradition actually in 2021 during my first year in office, and that is to have our mayor and board of aldermen meeting at NAPAC.
At NAPAC, yeah.
And we do that during June, our first meeting of the month, and that's actually coming up next Tuesday, a week from today, June 9th. We'll be there at 11 a.m. at NAPAC. Looking forward to that. And then we also will be back at NAPAC the next Tuesday, the 16th, for our annual kickback at NAPAC.
Well, but before you get to the kickback at NAPAC, we have to talk about on the 15th, on Monday the 15th, in normal happenstance, that event typically is our Unity Day Flag Day that we've done at the gazebo. Well, this year, we've made some changes and had some great input from the community to kind of make it more of a kind of community festive opportunity. So we've kind of angled it as the ice cream social.
Right.
So, we will be at Jack Waith Park. That kicks off, I want to say, 5:30. And, we're going to have some live music. It's on a Monday.
Monday, June the 15th.
We'll have some live music there. So this year we'll have a live performance by Amy Allen with the Big Muddies. Yeah. And we will also, of course, we'll have the one and only DJ Buzz will be out there providing some music. But most importantly, the two stars this year of the show, is that the event will be hosted by Natchez's First Lady, Miss Marla Gibson. So
I hear really good things about her.
I've been hearing some great things, and I hear that she has a lot of ice cream. Okay?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. In fact, we can't put anything in our freezer right now. It's full of ice cream. That's true.
And so the ice cream will be free.
Yeah. She's been hitting up friends, businesses, anybody to donate ice cream. Man, we got ice cream.
And it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, because this is a community event, and so it's important. Not only for the community to come out, but certainly for the business community to support it as well.
That's right.
And so we're excited about that.
And I'm excited about being at the park, having fun. In fact, we worked on some plans today. We're going to have a jump house for the kids there.
Oh, you got a jump house out.
We've got a jump house coming and some other activities for the kids.
It's going to be hot.
We're asking everybody to bring their lawn chairs.
Bring your lawn chair.
But it's in the shade.
BYOB.
Yeah, there you go.
Or LC, lawn chair.
Lawn chair. And also, I want to talk about the music a little more. So Harmony in the Park was inspired years ago by local Jack Kelly. Jack is going to be there helping out. Amy Allen is developing quite a reputation. She has the Big Muddy Inn.
Okay.
And so she has this blues act down. She plays the piano. That's going to be great. But I'm really looking forward to DJ Buzz WTYJ, I understand y'all are going to bring in artists. Who are some of the artists that are going to be featured
Oh man!
during our...
Well, we're going to have Drake will be there.
Yeah.
We'll have Doobie Brothers will be there making a special appearance.
Doobie
Michael
Brothers.
McDonald.
Yeah.
Also,
I understand the Commodores.
Commodores will be there. Lionel Richie.
And Van Morrison.
Some say he may make an appearance.
And Jimmy Buffett.
Some say Some say they may make an appearance.
I mean, this is the day of unity.
Hey,
we got to have them all.
Listen,
yeah.
it's going to be a good time. Maybe the Eagles as well.
Maybe the Eagles.
You know.
Okay.
But it's going to be a good time. We're going to have a variety of music out there, something for everybody. It's going to be fun. Dress for the weather.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be warm.
That's right.
So, now, Mayor, I don't think I've ever seen you in a pair of shorts. So, are you?
I was at the
do you have
Songwriters.
a
There
short,
is
a short
picture.
onesie kind of set? How does that? What does that look like? You can let
it
those
really
knees
does look
breathe.
funny wearing a blazer, cowboy boots, and shorts.
And some shorts.
If you go on the city's Facebook page, you will see a picture we just posted.
What?
A shout out to Jimmy Mack and
Wow.
Michael Wilson and Gabriel Bass for an amazing songwriters festival they had this weekend.
Yeah.
And I came out to welcome folks Saturday at the bandstand wearing shorts.
Michael, did you get that on film?
Yes.
Got a picture of it.
We got to see that. I don't think I've ever seen you wear shorts.
Everybody's wearing sunglasses.
Okay. Oh.
Because whenever I wear shorts, I do recommend that everybody put on their sunglasses.
The sun's shining bright.
Yeah, we don't want to hurt anybody's eyes with the glare.
Well, that's so. That's the kind of fun and energy that we're looking to have on this week for Juneteenth.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
It's going to be a good time. And then the next day, on the 16th, you have your annual mayoral awards.
Yeah, we
right?
give a key of the city to various individuals. There's one right here. WTYJ got one.
You see, we
just
got
a few years ago.
featured prominently.
And so we're going to be having the Mayor's Awards there. That will be 5:30. So that's easy to remember. Monday, Day of Unity, 5:30. Tuesday, Kickback at NAPAC, 5:30.
5:30. Yeah.
And then Thursday?
Now, Thursday is going to be a lot of fun. And now this is going to be at the 1720 Gallery and Gifts right there on 227 North Dr. MLK Street. And this is going to be at Joseph's Place. And so this event is what we call a network and chill business mixer. And so this, again, as an event and as we celebrate freedom, we also want to talk about economic freedom. And so we are certainly looking to have small businesses, entrepreneurs, or what have you, nonprofit leaderships, whoever, to come out and here's an opportunity really to fellowship with one another, and again spread this feeling of unity and collective movement, right?
Yeah.
And so part of this whole week is we're trying to develop a greater sense of collective movement of the entire community.
That's great. And I see advertisers will be there courtesy of Concordia Bank and Trust.
Shout out to Concordia. They're
That's
going to have, so there'll be some knickknacks.
Yes.
Knickknacks. Now,
Knickknacks.
maybe not dinner, but some knickknacks,
Some knickknacks.
and some cool cocktails.
And then Friday is actually the day of
Yes.
Juneteenth. Friday, June 19th, there'll be a wreath laying at Forks of the Road at 9 a.m. That's free, open to the public. And we all know where Forks of the Road is. Looking forward to that event. And then you want to talk about the Family Day?
Yeah, so then the Family Day, that's going to be sponsored by the NAACP, the Natchez chapter of the NAACP, in partnership with the new Boys and Girls Club of, I want to say Central Mississippi.
Yeah.
So they're going to be kind of partnering together. If you guys remember in the past, the NAACP had, they do their kind of festival over at the Concord Quarters. Well, this year, they try to move the location around just to kind of spread it around a little bit and keep it exciting. And so this year, it is moving to the Fraser Extended Education Center, the field. And so there will be a variety of kids' activities out there. They'll have some food booths. I believe last year they had Mr. Pre out there with the snow cones and what have you. So it should be a great time Big shout out to the NAACP as well as the Boys and Girls Club.
That's a great thing. And then this third annual Juneteenth Cheeseburger Challenge Cook-Off. Okay,
exciting.
We got a really cool poster.
You like that
here.
poster?
I love that poster. I wish people on radio could see it. And we've got this here.
That's a little.
Yeah, here we go. We just everything's looking good, and it's going to be smelling good, and it's going to be tasting good. You're going to be set up on Broadway, right in front of the Natchez Grand.
Right.
Tell us about it.
So we'll be right there. So again, this is our attempt again to kind of create variety within the week, and so that we're having fun doing a variety of different activities. And this one, I think, speaks to what most people can identify with, and that's certainly something to eat, as well as a good cheeseburger. Right?
Yeah.
And so, and this is an opportunity really for small businesses to really kind of feature themselves, feature their products or what have you. And in this case, they will be competing in our Cheeseburger Challenge.
Yes.
Top prize will be $1,000. And it's a good time. We're outside. And so we're inviting the entire community to kind of come out. And so try not to eat too heavy of a lunch so you can come out. And if it rains, we are certainly working on a contingency plan this year so that if it rains, we will kind of move it slightly. I have an idea of a place in mind that will keep us covered from rain. And then after that event, another great event that will be taking place over at Melrose, and that is the Luminary.
I love this event. We had this just a couple years ago, and it is amazing, really. It's a beautiful experience to go to Melrose, be there on that front lawn, where they set up quite a few hundred luminaries, each one honoring one of the enslaved individuals who sadly served as enslaved individuals under the family that had Melrose and had a number of plantations. And so it's a time when we just get there, we ask people to bring the lawn chairs, gates open at 7, program at 7:30. I know the last time we did it, we circled up, we had a few songs, said a prayer, just shared some words. And it's just a real great moment because it's so important here in Natchez that we never forget that this city was built by so many enslaved individuals whose descendants are our residents today. And we just can't go anywhere in the city without seeing remarkable testament of their talent, their skill, and of all that they endured. So I'm really looking forward to that event.
I think it's going to be a great time. I mean, Friday, on Friday, guys, on Juneteenth, the day itself, we have a variety, again, of different activities, starting first thing again in that morning from the wreath laying, then with the NAACP, and then, of course, with the Cheeseburger Challenge, and then we end the night over at the Melrose. So it's a pretty robust offering, I think, of different events.
Really is.
And then it doesn't stop there, right? And so now when we get into Saturday, got to send a big shout out to Ben Davis. He has put together this event that he's been doing now for a few years, and it's a great deal. It's called Fishing with Fathers, I believe.
Fathers and friends.
And so it's an opportunity for father, dad, uncle, granddad, or what have you, to take some of the young kids out and take them fishing.
Yeah.
And so he does it over at the National Park area, and it's a good time. They have food out there for the folks as well. But it's very, very well attended and organized.
Yes.
And again, it's just an opportunity for families to kind of fellowship.
It is. We really appreciate Alderman Ben Davis for doing that. It's from 8 to noon, and they will have the poles, the bait. It's going to be really great. We do ask that anyone 16 and up will have to. The kids under 15 are free, but once they are 16 and up, they've got to pay $5 and have a valid fishing license.
And so that's the important thing. So I think that if you are interested in participating in that event, you need to, contact the game warden's office or what have you, so that you can get or validate your fishing license. So
And that phone number would be area code 601-597-4495. 601-597-4495.
That's great. Thank you.
and then after that, something new that we're doing this year. And again, this kind of stems from something that you wanted to see happen. That
Yes.
was a bit of a take from what was done locally for Dr.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Day
Right.
celebration
Right.
with a musical, and so what we're doing is we're putting together an event called Showtime at the Auditorium. And so if you remember the old Apollo, the Apollo Theater, and the program and the TV shows. In Harlem, yep, but it was on television.
Right.
This is kind of our version of that.
Yeah.
And so we're looking for local Natchezians or Miss Louians, perhaps.
There you go.
Who have a talent. Now this thing is open to all ages.
Yeah.
So it's everybody, it's whoever. But the biggest thing is that there will be a $1,000 grand prize.
Yeah.
For the person or the group with the top talent, and then second place is $500,
$500.
and then third place is $250. So
$250.
so you're looking at, we've got close to $1,800
Yeah.
in prize money
Yeah.
to award local folks for some talent.
We have room for 18 acts.
We got 18
2 minutes
acts.
apiece.
2 minutes apiece.
And so, they can go. There's a lot of information online, but to register, I would just say.
Well, you can go to Juneteenth.onenatchez.com.
Yeah.
So if you go to that website, and we'll put it on the radio station site as well, so you can go to our site and see it, or you can simply go to Juneteenth.onenatchez, and that's ONE Natchez.com.
Yeah.
And get registered. Now, keep in mind, this is a family-friendly situation, right?
Right.
So we're not looking for, we don't want hardcore.
No.
We can't have the language,
No.
and we can't have a whole lot of twerking. So it's family friendly. We are looking for inspirational dancing and what have you, or whatever. Or if you are a hip hop head, we're looking for rappers as well, singers, musicians,
Yeah.
stand-up comedians,
Right.
as well as musicians.
Yeah.
Could be musicians, could be a musician, and it could be an orator.
Yeah.
Could be an orator, but
Really?
we're looking for 18.
It's going to be great.
So Juneteenth.onenatchez.com.
I thank you so much. I know we're about out of time. I know there will be a parade throughout the Mississippi later that evening. Whew, and then Sunday, Father's Day, I tell you what, it's going to be a time to put up our feet.
Yeah, don't look for us on Father's Day.
No, don't look for us on Father's Day.
After this whole week, just
Yeah.
do us a favor and leave Dad alone.
Malcolm, I thank you for your spirit, for everything you do in our community, for making this time we've had this evening possible. I know we're out of time. I know next week, I believe,
we'll have some
Marla
other-
is going to be here.
as well as
and
Joseph. Yeah,
Marla,
yeah.
Toman Gibson, and Joseph Smith are going to be talking more about the Day of Unity and, just harmony in the park and unity in Natchez.
Freedom season. Keep it in mind.
Season.
Freedom season.
It's wonderful,
So
isn't
we
it?
got a lot to talk about next week.
Oh,
And
yes.
and we certainly appreciate everybody kind of tuned in online. Facebook, what's up,
Yes.
everybody?
All right. Well, I think we're
Time
done.
flew by, didn't it?
It always does.
Man.
God
Well,
bless
thank
Natchez.
You, Mayor, and thank you, Malcolm. We appreciate having you guys in here. We're now going to go back to my man, core DJ Buzz, 98.7 The Beat. You've been listening to Natchez Renewal Radio with the one and only Mayor Dan Gibson.